Woohoo! We're here today with another public ranked match. But this time, it's a little different. Good luck, have fun. It's one of my first ever ranked matches. I'm casting myself. This is kind of in the meta. And yeah, so Dizzy, this is me playing as Incas. I went full random. No, nothing, just everything random, colors random. I'm against mcher, Vietnamese player from Israel. And I wanted to look back at this game because it was interesting to me personally. Now, it's not going to be like an amazing drama-filled written game, but as it's one of my first games, I figured I'd share with everyone else as well and just kind of explain what's going on. As you can see, what's really going on here is I got 1 minute of idle TC time, which is yikes. Now, I'm not using any builds. I got no expectations in mind. I'm just playing for a bit, just to get used to the game, alright? There's obviously going to be ways I can improve. I played my 10 rank, my seeding matches, and I'm at 600 elo right now. So yeah, this was quite interesting. I got tired. You know, you started off. I was having a really rough start, really rough day. I was using my villager to scout because I was like, you know, my other scout is over here somewhere in Narnia. So I figured, okay, I'll just use this to scout, and obviously, this is some flexing right here. Look at this. Okay, I accidentally hit the zebra. It was all calculated, totally. This is so much fun. So, I've been casting Age of Empires for 6-7 months now, but I've never played it up until, at least ranked match, up until today. So, this is all very fresh. Let me go, taking the zebra, taking all the food. And my opponent, mcher, was very, very good, at least in my eyes. They obviously had a build order, less idle TC. I'm not sure if Vietnamese is their main save or not, but yeah. I don't know what else to say now. I was just playing. I was just playing the game. I was just chilling out. But that's all part of the fun. So I want to just kind of look at what mcher was doing. This is more for feedback for myself as well, just to kind of see how the AI, not AI, the enemy. I keep saying that lately. I don't know why. I always say AI. But I wanted to plug this gap, so I just filled up with 3 houses. We're just gonna speed this up because again, it's just not much really. It's just me kind of just again my food. I only got 9 on the food. Again, like there's no like real distribution behind it. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that I want to hit feudal age. That's my main goal for me personally. Taking the rhino. As I taking the rhino. Wait a minute. So we're just gonna quickly rewind, because yours truly, as well as harassing a villager there, right? I did something by accident. We're just gonna quickly rewind. I was near their TC with the scout. I was just scouting, and I lamed. It wasn't the greatest lame, but I lamed. I'm a lamer. I stole their sheep. That must have annoyed. And then, you know, I wanted to make use of my scout. I didn't want to throw her away to the TC, so I said, okay, I'm just going to use it just to harass her and forget about it. And also forget about my town centre time. Again, I definitely need to do a lot of things I need to work on here. Again, just let her fight. Which worked out super well. I was going to fight and I was like, okay, I need to bring it back. Eventually I'm going to pull in the elephant here. No frills, just, you know, get it in. As you can see, I'm already full of villagers behind. My idle TC is creeping. Bro, in hindsight, I would have preferred to throw this mill near the berries. That was one of my biggest mistakes. I was thinking about the zebras, but in hindsight, I should have put it near the berries. We got like lots of idols now, idol villagers. I know, all this time I was laughing at everyone else for having idols and stuff. I know. And look at the resources collected, there's difference as well. Again, like, I am not 600 elo. Most definitely not 600 elo. I mean, I'm gonna keep playing. I think I'm gonna end up like 200, 300 elo. But, so now I was in a sticky situation because I really wanted a lumber camp to build another building, but obviously no build orders, so I was like, uh-oh. And I kind of put this mill in a really bad area. So I had to cut straggler trees. So I know next time going forward, at least get a wood cutting down. That kind of really threw me off there. And I'm still taking in all the zebras. My idle TC is creeping. And mcher goes up to the feudal age. And this really is looking incredibly rough for me. And the queen of the sheets ran away. So my next plan was to build a lumber camp here because I figured trees were nice. It's a nice area right in the trees. Just good wood line. Felt good. Yeah, right, we're going to speed this up just a little bit because again, it's just... I don't want to take too much of everyone's day up. So my next big plan, I was like, okay, I did that. Got the wood cutting. And I was left with these. I was like, So if I'm the Incas, I know I got the, what are they called? The infantry units. I already forgot the name. The scouts. Eagle Scouts. Because I didn't waste my Eagle Scout. I brought it back to the TC and was healing him up. And I figured, okay, I want to go with the Eagle Scouts. I think I could make use of their mobility. I just threw all these on words. Again, this build is really scruffy, not the greatest. But what's helping me now is mcher's idle TC's creeping up. Actually, so is mine. I got the eco upgrades. Look at that. Ain't I good? I got the eco upgrades. I threw down another mill here, because I really want to make use of these berries. Eagle Scout is back out, and I wanted to harass now again. I was like, okay, my Eagle Scout's back. Also wanted to wall this up here. As mcher starts walling this up. In fact, I noticed this, so I was like, okay, I'm going to kill you. And these villagers were going to come out and hurt me. So I was going to throw a marketplace on blacksmith, because I was like, okay, I got quite a lot of resources here. I think I can work with it to make it into Castle Age. So you need 200 gold and 800 food. So yeah, I just threw down these. To put me in a better position to go to Castle Age. Because our resources are looking quite nice. So it's like, kind of like, okay, let's go with that then. And again, I'm far behind. He's already going to Castle Age. But this was completely improvised by me. There's no like build order or anything, so I did manage to click it out. And I was actually weirdly feeling very good at this point. I was like, okay, I think I'm making good progress. Not being attacked, right? Because that's a main thing here. I think playing guard attacked. Now my next plan was like, okay, I need to somehow. Oh, I didn't know this. I need to somehow get my villager and make it. Oh, he turned back at the last moment. And make some sort of battle. In fact, the lions actually saved me here. As much as I was annoyed by them, the lions actually saved me. But I wanted to make a forward barracks to start, you know, with the Eagle Scouts. Here I was trying to be cute and clever. I know. It was terrible. I wasn't cute and clever, and I died. Yeah, and just kind of throwing around my eco. Woo, 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 woo. Killed the lions. I was like, okay, now this is going to set us back. But again, I think it's actually good timing. The lions actually saved me. Although they killed me, they saved me. Because I would have run into these potty boys. So okay, I'm going to get my next villager. I'm going to hit Castle Age, and I'm going to start to get my upgrades. Because, again, I really want to shock and awe. What I didn't know was he was starting to put a castle now. Again, I personally think this isn't too good a castle because it doesn't really defend you. But it's also too far ahead. The only thing it protects really is this gold. So this castle I don't think is that good. So again, I'm kind of looking at my situation here. I think, okay, I got the upgrades. I'm gonna keep going with the upgrades and just see what I can do. And again, look at our idle TCs. Terrible. I know. And mcher is actually going to start expanding 2 TCs. So we're just going to fast forward it up. Right when I decided to expand as well, I was like, okay, I'm going to just throw a TC up here because I think it's going to be... Woo woo! I think it's going to be good. And we're going to start unlocking Eagle Warrior and start building... Start, you know, pumping them out and starting to raid. Because I wanted to raid. So that was my main mindset. Raid. Because I knew I was behind. It's just my confidence levels. I just know I'm always going to be behind. Well, it's just in general because I'm not following no builds and that's okay. I just want to try and get into the groove first of just playing, which is fine. I seen with my scout he was building the mining camp, so I just pulled it up there so he wouldn't notice. I wouldn't reveal my hand too soon, you know. And I was starting to build farms. Of course, my base is so far behind, I think, in comparison to his. Resources collected, still far behind for me. And my idle TC, once again, just creeping up. But I am starting to make Eagle Warriors. Which is good. And I set all these villages up here too, just to get a hit off. I was like, okay, I've expanded. I really like my position here. I really like this TC as a whole. Just felt nice. And this time I was like, okay, I'm gonna raid this mining camp. Now this is where the castle was revealed. I didn't know there was a castle up until that point. So I was like, okay, there's a castle there. Let's not panic. Let's remember the matches I played. And let's just avoid it because the castle's over there, right? So it's like, okay, let's not panic. Let's just chill. I missed a goat, obviously, as well. I wonder where that goat came from. Now my idle TC's going super bad. Now, because I was hitting the archery range, that kind of alerted him, unfortunately. But this is where I started to raid. And I was like, yeah, boy. We're gonna get kills. And I was like, okay, he's got an army here, so let's just run back. Because I don't have to worry. And I just clicked here, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave. Because, again, no worries for me. Just make it messy, make it chaotic. I think I need to change my stance because, again, the way they were fighting was just very stagnated. I didn't want to give this up, so I thought, okay, we're still gonna do it. We're still gonna make it because that was quite effective. But I was like, I know he got lots of units down here now, so I need to find a new angle of attack. And my eco is still not great. My idle TC still flinging up in the sky. I thought, okay, I'm gonna get Allison because, again, if I'm gonna be damaging stuff, I want to do damage. But clearly there's a lot of work for me to improve because my eco's a mess. That's fine. Idle TC flying that. Resource collected. So my next step was like, if we're both in castles and you got a castle, I think I can have a castle as well then, because, you know, there's no point just one of us having a castle. We both need to have a castle. And I was like, okay, I also want to make sure my eagle warriors have more damage, so I got the upgrades to them. I also went and got heavy plow because of my farms as well, so I really wanted to just get some food from there. Well, I started attacking again this side. I was like, let's go. I probably could have waited a bit longer for my iron casting to come in. But once again, I was being a right nuisance. I started pumping them out again. Eagle warriors. So we're both on 2 TCs. Resources collected. He is 2,000 ahead now, which is double where he was earlier. My idle TC time. Don't look at that. It's embarrassing. Look away. My army is low. But I was like, okay. It worked good once. It worked good twice. But now I need to change the plan. Unfortunately, the swordsman found me, so I was like, okay, but there's lots of free real estate over here. It's open. I was like, okay, sweet. Another raid spot. I didn't want to get too carried away. I wanted to just weaken and drag his army away, just to kind of waste his time. But there was a lot going on. And he did go to... He didn't finish building this castle just yet. So that was a... I don't know what happened there. And I thought I was being clever because I couldn't see this here. So I was like, okay, I'll just run over here. And I was like, uh-oh. It's a dead end. Technically, you could have used a villager just to throw down 2 palisades to lock my units in. But that would have been a bit advanced and kind of just a waste of time, probably. So I was like, okay, I'm going to... Now... Problem is he's coming to Imperial Age, so that's bad. The castle started working. I got some more eagle warriors to send in over here. So I'm just trying to cause as much carnage now and chaos as possible. Just really dragging them out of position. I was like, okay, got a lot of troops. I'm just going to send my scouts up north, really get them dragged out. This is causing carnage. They do die. I knew these were going to die as well. I thought I really dragged the army like out of position, so I was happy with that because, you know, you drag the army out, you waste their time. My next plan, and I was like, where would Tactical Tea Time want a castle? And I was like, well, it's here. So my next plan was to just castle drop. And those lions just wouldn't leave me alone. I don't know why. But if you have a look at the economy, he's still so far ahead. 2,000 more resources gathered than me. And right now Imperial Age comes in and I'm like, oh no. If I put a castle down, he's just gonna make a trap. Which he is. He starts making a trap and I was like... Also, I brought a goat with me for good luck. So this, I was like, I'm going to cancel the castle. I need to think what to do. And I was like, well, I kind of probably... I can still risk it. And my villages are all far ahead now, so I need to put it somewhere it's going to hurt. And it was awkward because his trap started moving. Probably... I decided to put it here. It was a weird spot. Again. I wasn't sure if maybe by here could have worked, but there was a lot of stuff going on. So I think because like the sides were blocked as well. And he didn't notice this, which was super helpful. Well, obviously now he did, but And I tried to put down a gate and I messed it up. But that's fine. Because this castle's gonna go up. And I'm floating a lot of food and woods. And I just got them in straight away. And this really did start to cause like panic. But again, I was worried because it's only a castle. He got a trap. The trap can take it out. My barracks is weak. He was hitting my barracks with his trap. And I thought, well, this is great. His trap's out of position, but I don't have too much army right now. We're just gonna try and hit. Problem is, you know, this castle here was like protecting it. I decided, okay, I need to get Fletching. That was a really weird place there to try and unpack. But again, I'm still far behind in economy. I'm still far behind. It feels I'm so far behind in everything. And I thought, okay, well, I looked back at my base. I was like, right, we're just gonna start making scouts. We got lots of food, got lots of gold. And in fact, we can probably start mining some more stone to drop another castle. I was like, and I started, like, from the castle, I started making Kameyuks just to raid and really get in there. Really get under his skin. So I was like, okay, I gotta do something because I'm clearly behind. I clearly need to just annoy him. And now, when I heard this town bell go off, I felt really good. And I won. I felt I shouldn't have won that. I know what I was going to do next. I was going to put a castle right here. But that was my first ever win on the ranked matches. That's why I wanted to share. I think it was a special moment. Again, I know it's not like perfect. Far from perfect. But I wanted to just have a little like thinking so far of how my mind's going and how I'm getting on with the game and how I'm just vibing. It's good. I'm having a lot of fun. Just I'm going in with no expectations. No builds. I just want to get a feeling for the game first. My base is wide open. I was really amazed. I didn't think I would win. Because again, once they hit Imperial Age and I knew they were far ahead in the economy. I knew they had a good base. Whereas it still feels like they shouldn't resign. They're still like pretty far ahead. But yeah. I really enjoyed the game. And it just shows, you know, just some persistence, some luck. Just riling. Like, again, I really feel like this castle shouldn't have won me the game, but it did. It felt like a cheap shot in a way, but at the same time, you just gotta do what you gotta do. And anyway, that was my first ranked game. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'm looking forward to playing some more. But yeah, that's it for DizzyAoE.